The ticking clock, the lies, the frustration. Can our party keep it together and solve this mystery? Find out next on the Adventurers Guild. On the continent of Volanta, in the city of Dakar, there is a place where heroes are forged. Where legends are built one story at a time. What you do with this opportunity is in your hands, and the hands of fate. The Adventurers Guild. Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Adventurers Guild. We are so happy to have you. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Paul Cosca, and you are watching a live-streamed D&D anthology show. We are currently on the third episode of this current mission, but if you are dropping in for the first time, don't worry, because in a minute, I'm going to catch you up on everything that you need to know to be able to jump right in. Before we do that, let's go ahead and say hello to our players. Hello, players.
Hello.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Before we jump in, I want to get a quick feel, not as your characters, but as yourselves. Are you willing to offer any gut level predictions about what is going on here, about what the core of this mystery is?
Oh, I took notes, Paul. So I have a couple of theories that we could,
just briefly. I'm not going to confirm, obviously.
Right.
Obviously. So
please go into detail. Just kidding.
So, all right, we have a couple of people. We have Simon, Valentine, Talore, Willem, and Anton. So my guess, I have two guesses, is one, when Valentine told us that if she wanted to kill her mother with a death curse, she would use a knife. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh my god.
Because the only person we never really got a vibe on was Simon, the son. And you know what he did? When we told him that his mother fake died, he went straight to the scene of the crime. That's what criminals do. So then he told us, meet back with us the next day. I bet he's going to turn tail and leave town before we get a chance to question him.
Right.
But my other guess, is that we have a whole Orient Express situation where everyone was in on it.
Oh, shit.
So
it's an insurance scam.
All right.
I mean, if you split a death curse 5 ways, it's a lot cheaper than paying for it all at once.
That's true. That is
but
true.
Then what's the payout exactly?
Who knows?
I know.
Okay. All right. I mean, I know there was a lot to. Does anybody else want to throw anything else out there?
I feel like I think it's the old lady is doing this is all a ruse and she just wants attention. That was I don't know. I feel like this is all fake and they're all a bunch of rich fucks. Fake. Who knows?
The simplest answer is most often the easiest.
Yeah.
Is it with me, though?
And the rightest.
Yeah, with Paul, not usually. So that's why
that's
I
true.
follow that idea. It's
maniacal
just in
laughter.
my gut. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I appreciate your input. Before we jump in, I do want to remind both myself and the folks at home that we will be giving away this set of dice from my workshop this evening.
Ooh,
they're really cool.
Fancy.
I showcase them over on my TikTok. We'll be doing that later on in the evening. So all you have to do to win those is just be hanging out in the chat, because at a certain point of the night, I'm just going to have everybody sound off and somebody will randomly win this set of dice. So stay tuned for that. With that out of the way,
oh boy,
let's go ahead and get into the recap. So
I'm not ready. Sorry, I am ready. Just kidding.
You better be.
I'm just kidding.
Because it's happening. The party is in the town of East Allenshire, on a mission for famed fashion designer Vael Arduin. According to her, someone has put a death curse on her, and this curse will end her life in less than 2 days. She has a list of suspects, including her children Simon and Valentine, rival designer Tolerai, former business partner Willem, and ex-lover Anton. The party spoke to each of them to varying degrees of success, and at least got answers from Willem, Anton, and Valentine. What they've learned is that Vael Arduin has made a lot of enemies, and given people plenty of reasons to want her dead. There are 42 hours, 45 minutes left before Vael Arduin's time runs out. The party now arrives at the Wild Rose Inn on the main street of town. And party, as you enter, you find a very well taken care of space. There's about a dozen people inside. You can see that there's a staircase leading to a second floor where presumably there are rooms for rent. There is a bar against the back wall, some tables around the room, and the smell of really hearty food in the air. There is a slightly hunched man near the fire playing a lute. And as you approach the bar, you're given a wave by a very grandmotherly-looking halfling woman. She has small glasses near the end of her nose. She has an apron over her dress, and her gray hair is tied up in a bun. And she gives you a wave and says, "Welcome to the Wild Rose. You staying for dinner? You need a drink or a room?"
Drink for sure. A whiskey, please.
Mm-hmm. And I should note that it is, you know, we're in winter still here, so it is solidly evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me adjust this here.
I would have loved it if you said it is like 8:30 in the morning. I'd be like, I'm still getting a whiskey.
Yeah. When you're an adventurer, you can day drink, and that's totally okay.
Right.
That'll be 5 silver for that shot of whiskey.
Whew. Thank you.
She slides it over. Well, there you go. How about for you two?
Ooh, do you have any warm beverages?
I'm sure. What's your fancy? Are you looking for something to perk you up, or something to help you relax?
Oh, do you have any tea, or I don't know, Denver? What did you get?
I just got a whiskey.
I'll take 1 whiskey, please.
It was very good.
Tell you what, I'll make you something hot that's got a little something in it. That'll be 5 silver.
Okay.
And
silver.
while I'm working on that, what do you have? And she points to you, Mudpack.
Tea does sound lovely.
You want the same thing as him?
No,
just a regular.
Just a tea.
If
you have something, if you have a bit of ginger, maybe spice it up.
I'll see what I got. It's a couple of minutes. She's got to brew some things. But she comes back. She does have tea. There's like a little bit of ginger. There's not much.
Mudpack remembers that. Mudpack remembers he has the ginger in his herbal kit from the enormous amount that we have bought for the voyage.
Giant.
So there's a bunch of that left over.
Yeah.
So he's gonna scrape some into his tea
and
at the table.
James, you are given basically a hot toddy.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm just gonna chug it.
Oh,
there.
That's very hot.
She gives you a look at, like, kind of over her glasses. Well, thirsty.
Denver, that's what you did, right?
That's yes, James.
Could we perhaps have a pot of tea for the table and some more cups?
Sure.
And Denver will find a table, kind of preferably in a corner of the inn, just kind of away from ears if possible.
You want to like nearer the fireplace and the music, or further away?
I think Denra would float towards the music a little bit. I think.
Okay. After a couple of minutes, she brings old, like, a cast iron kettle and puts it on the table. I don't believe I've seen you folks before. You staying here in town for the evening?
Hi.
Yes.
Well, I do have some rooms to rent upstairs if you're looking.
I think that would be very helpful. Thank you.
Not a problem. Not a problem. What brings you into East Allenshire?
I'll kind of look.
We're here to solve a potential murder.
Oh, that's my friend is a very funny man.
We've been hired by Vale Arduin for some business.
Okay.
That sounds very interesting.
Interesting?
Yeah, all three of you can go ahead and make an insight check.
Thank you. I was gonna ask.
Oh no!
You can sense it.
Okay, +3, Justin. Let's see what we got.
It's like 9, 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so
12 + 3.
So 21.
Nice.
15.
18.
And what'd you get, James?
15 total, please.
Okay, yeah. All three of those are pretty good. She makes very little attempt to hide her feelings.
I figured.
It's somewhere between contempt and amusement at the mention of Vale Arduin. You can tell right away that she has no love for this person, but she's lingering, definitely interested in maybe learning more.
Gossip. I love it.
She straightens out her apron a little bit and she says, What kind of business are you on? I mean, is it something about a murder you were saying?
Well,
Ma'am,
maybe.
here's the thing. Oh, go ahead, Denver.
I just that woman is very much something, isn't she? We were asked to make sure. Someone said that they were threatening her life with some attempt of. She's like, yeah, this is actually what she's saying. She cannot fucking talk straight right now. I am sorry. I don't like this woman very much, but we are supposed to be working for her to figure out who is threatening her life.
Mm-hmm.
And work comes first.
And what have you found?
Well, I know that I can't work on an empty stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Denra, James, what do you say to some stew?
Oh.
Stew?
Something to eat, perhaps.
I see.
Trying to get her away from the table so we can discuss more.
She might be useful, though. I don't know.
I know, but let's wait until we find out how much. She'll be back with the stew. We can decide where we want to stay then.
Everybody having stew then?
Yes, please. It smells very good.
Mm-hmm. So, just so you can mark things off appropriately, are you looking for like a deluxe room here, which would come with like bath and meals, or just a standard room, which would come with breakfast?
Remember the last time we stayed in a hotel?
I mean, that was a little different circumstance, to be fair.
Very far away from here, so we assume.
Well, we could share a large room if we all want to stick together. Normally I'd stay outside, but under the circumstances, might
definitely
be best
stick together.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
How many beds come in the rooms?
Well, she's looking at all of you. James, good size person. Denra, huge. She's like, well, I do have a room with 2 beds in it. It might be a little cozy.
I can curl up in a corner someplace.
I bet he looks so intimidating right now. Like these 2 gigantic people protecting Mudpack with their
one
lives.
heavily armored. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we do kind of look like an entourage for you.
Who is he?
Mudpack's a celebrity.
Man, we should have played that up actually.
Okay, so that's so your deluxe room would be 2 gold, and that'll come with with dinner. So someone mark off 2 gold or figure that out later.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, she says, well,
Mudpack will do it. It was his idea.
I'll come back in a minute with some stew. And
Thank
she
you.
heads off to mosey her way over to grab Stu.
I could tell that woman did not like Vale very much either. So maybe once we've figured out what all we know, we might talk to her about what she knows.
I do think it'd be a good idea to ask what her dealings with Ms. Arduin have been.
Should we look outside of the suspect list, though?
I mean,
no. We're not blaming her, but perhaps she might know a little bit of inside information on Vale or the other suspects or
maybe
children.
Simon comes here.
Aye.
Who knows?
Oh yes, if any of them come in here at any time.
I don't know. It's an inn, not a tavern. So that is it. Never mind.
Well, there's a bar.
That's true.
From what I understand of most people.
Are there any other like bars or drinking establishments in town? Establishments?
No. I mean, this isn't an especially large town.
That's fair.
So, from what you've seen, this is the gathering place. You look around, and there are what you would guess to be townspeople just eating together. So.
Okay.
So yeah.
Probably not a lot of restaurants and bars in town.
Sure.
Not a thriving nightlife.
Where's the club?
Right, we're trying to get crunk.
Crunk? What is this crunk you speak of?
Well, James, that's
it's this orc friend I know.
It's a
crunk?
mortal thing that we gotta figure out.
So after a minute, it doesn't take that long to ladle soup, quite frankly. She comes back with 3 bowls of very hearty stew, lot of root vegetables, some meat in there as well. This is what you would call like a perpetual stew, where things just get added to it, and very, very savory, a lot of very rich flavors in there. Also comes with a little hunk of bread.
Ooh.
This looks delicious.
Well, it should be. I made it.
Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Pull up a seat. We have questions for you.
First of all, your name, if you wouldn't mind, kind innkeeper.
She gives a look back at the bar, but the temptation for gossip is just too strong.
Oh yeah.
So she does in fact grab a seat.
Paul, have you ever worked in a cafe?
Oh yeah, they're just sitting around.
Honestly, no, I have not.
It happens.
Yeah,
I am an actor who has never been a waiter.
Oh, lucky.
Oh my God, you did it.
I was a cook
You did
for
it.
a little bit.
There you go.
Okay, food service.
So I've been in the
you did
kitchen, but I've never waited tables.
That's fair.
It was like a promise I made for myself when it's like I have a $100,000 student loan debt as an actor.
Yeah.
I can't wait a table. I can't do it.
Nope.
I have to make my promise to myself.
I feel that.
Yeah, so she
got really real for a second.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're back. Sorry, we're back in the game. We're back in the game. You're safe. You're in a
it's too much.
Yeah,
safe space.
she pulls up a table, whole table. She pulls up a chair.
Scene from Men in Black.
Anyway. Sits. She says, "Well, I'm Sasna. I own the place and have owned the place for a very long time. I'm privy to a lot of the things that go on around here.
We figured you would be.
Mm-hmm. And I would be very keen on knowing what's going on around here."
Oh.
Well, when was the last time you saw Ms. Arduin?
Or any of the Arduin children.
I mean, I know Vale. We cross paths. If she's going out to eat and drink somewhere, it's not here. But I remember when she started up making clothes in that shop years ago, and I probably saw her in the town 2-3 months ago.
Was she looking well?
I'll have her roll a history check. So you should. As far as I can remember,
Jeez.
she had that look on her face that she's always got.
Oh, I know.
I suppose that's been there for quite some time.
Stuck there.
It was there the first time I saw her, and it's been there ever since. She was a bitch then too, but damn if she can't make a hat with the best of them.
I just don't see the appeal of that. But again, I've lived in the woods for a long time, so yeah.
She can't help but look at your horns when you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hats aren't for everyone.
Oh, man. It's messed up.
Oh, yeah. Could I get another whiskey, please?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, just bring the bottle.
She stands and grabs a bottle of whiskey. She says, I'm gonna be keeping track of these, just FYI.
Oh, of course, don't worry.
Pours you a shot and hands it over. I've had little dealings with the twins, though not much. The girl twin's a terror, probably a psychopath or something.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, if you made me choose which one I like better, I'd still choose her over him. There's something about him I just can't trust.
Really?
Why is that?
Well, he's just a weak. It's like every time you talk to him, he just feels like a pit of snakes. Like he's always weaseling his way in and out of something. I just don't trust him. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Do you know who would hate her so much to put a death curse on her, though?
Besides everybody?
Yeah.
Well, who could afford it?
I mean, I don't know anything about that kind of dealing, but I don't know that woman's ever made a friend in her whole life. So,
no friends?
Not even Anton.
Has. She's made friends and then ruined those friendships.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Anton's a sweet kid.
He is.
I don't know I honestly don't know what was going on with the two of them, but I know Anton well enough. I have him do landscaping around the tavern a couple of times a year. Mm-hmm. Seems like he enjoys the work. Good kid.
He's very good at it.
But a friend. She has no friends?
I mean, would you be friends with her?
Yeah, I would.
Well, that makes you a very pure soul, I suppose. Because I wouldn't.
Mudpack looks at James. Really?
Would?
She pours herself a shot and takes one.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we all deserve a chance to be better?
It seems like Tolerai and she had a sort of friendship for a time.
Yeah.
Same with what's his name? Sorry, I'm.
Oh, not Tolerai.
Willem.
No. Yes, Willem.
That's it.
Yeah, not Tolerai. Yes.
She finishes her shot and she says, "All right, I've told you some things now. I want to know, have you been up to her house?"
Yes.
Oh, what's it like?
Oh, it's huge and very gaudy. There's a lot of art. It's very
decadent.
Weird.
I can believe it.
It's
How many rooms? How did you see?
We didn't see all of the rooms, but we definitely saw a big one where she saw us. But that was it.
Dan was starting to slur. It's so good.
Oh man, I have trouble enough keeping these few rooms clean. I can't imagine trying to keep up with the dust in a whole big old mansion like that.
Oh, she doesn't do it herself.
No, of course.
Oh, I know. I don't know
servants.
how Catherine does it.
It's just one person.
Yes, what do you know about the household? We are new.
Actually, Catherine.
Hmm.
We don't know a Catherine.
Did we see any other people when we were?
Well, the young lady who opened the door.
She gives you a
Thank you.
odd look and she says, "Catherine."
Oh, right.
Vale's youngest.
Vale's youngest.
Yeah, if you went up there, you saw her. Vale doesn't have servants or cooks or nothing.
She was
just
the housekeeper.
Whoa! Rewind.
She never mentioned she had another child.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive us. This is new information.
If you couldn't tell.
So Catherine is her youngest daughter.
Mm-hmm.
By whom, if it's important?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't. never asked. Not somebody that's around anyway.
Wait, so she had is this common knowledge that Catherine is her youngest child?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she didn't mention that. She didn't even consider her as a candidate for all this.
Do you think it's... What do you know how Catherine feels about her mother?
I mean...
And vice versa?
I don't know about their relationship personally, but Catherine's a very sweet girl. She's shy, but I still get her to say hello when I see her, and she comes down to shop for the house, and once in a while I even convince her to sneak over here for a glass of wine. She's nothing like the twins. She's very kind.
Interesting.
Thank you for giving us this information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused as to why she would lie to us.
Well, she didn't lie. She just didn't say it because maybe she just doesn't suspect her.
It wasn't pertinent to her, and she seems to hold her cards close to her chest.
I mean, to be honest, if I had two children like they're twins, they'd be suspects for me long before someone like Catherine.
Were number 1 and number 2 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
They're terrible people.
So, yeah. I didn't get a beat on Simon, but I don't know.
And they don't spend a dime in my tavern, so I can go ahead and say that. They're
really?
terrible. No, they don't.
Where does Catherine usually hang out?
Oh, I mean, if Catherine isn't shopping for the house, she's at the house, as far as I know.
Do you think you might be able to sneak her out here tonight?
I don't have any way of reaching her.
We could just ask. Walk up to the house and ask.
She's going to open the door.
It's true.
True. You want to do this now or in the morning?
I mean, I'd like to continue drinking.
Sazna is just like quietly holding a glass, just kind of looking back and forth, absorbing the conversation.
It's just that I feel bad. I do. I feel bad. It's just...
You're right, I do too.
Maybe if we all agreed that she acts like this because she doesn't have a friend, wouldn't it be better if we just became friends?
Yeah, I mean, we still gotta figure out who's gonna try and kill her.
True.
That sort of work takes more than a day, usually, from my experience.
Says who?
Says every investigator ever.
Says the one who's been in the wild with wild animals, who's learned how to live with them.
Yeah.
Denra, when we first met, we became friends in a day.
Well,
you're civilized people.
That, and also I'm not really.
You know what I mean.
I get you, but also, you just have a way. You're very charming, James. So that's just in a like a small bunny way, and I love it. And not.
I would say like a big teddy bear. Like still a bear kind of way.
Very different.
That's it.
Spectrum.
No.
A bear with wings.
Oh, that's crazy. Whoa.
Bear with
and
wings.
that makes sense because of never mind. But
do we have any more questions for Sazna?
Yeah.
She looks very content to just...
I know she does.
To our babbling.
I'm sure she does.
Yeah. She is very comfortable in her chair. Slowly pouring herself another drink.
Oh my God, I can wait.
Saz is cool. She can stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's our new
I just
party
wanted
member.
I just wanted to get a gauge.
Bring her in. She's a 5th level bard, obviously. Anyway.
Look, all I'm saying is that how can we say that she can't make friends if none of us even tried to be her friends?
Well, it's not that she can't make friends. It's that she's ruined every friendship she's had, so nobody likes her anymore. It's at least here. Maybe she should just move.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to have a friend when you're close to death?
James, do you volunteer as tribute?
I mean, I'm happy to be a friend. Like, look, I'm not saying that she's the best person on this planet or the nicest person, but
she's still
it's
a
nice
person.
to have someone out in this world. You know, someone that cares about you.
I hate that you're right.
perhaps we can turn this into a bit of friendly espionage. Help her without letting her know we're helping her by spending time with her and seeing if there's anything else that she may have inadvertently left out that may help us figure out.
Mudpack, do you have a friend out there in the world that cares about you?
The wind.
The wind?
The what?
The wind is my friend.
That's...
And there's also this one jackrabbit on this one plane. He's feisty. I like him.
Wait, so you're friends with a jackrabbit? Just a jackrabbit?
Just one.
Well, I have friendly passing acquaintances, but this isn't about me.
Mudpack, are we friends?
We're friends. I thought you meant like out there in the world. You're in here in the world. You're in here in the inn. I have friends in the inn.
This is our time down here. Sorry. Anyway.
So if I was out there, would you consider me a friend?
Yes, of course, James.
No. Let Mudpack answer.
Well, no, I was answering for myself, but that's fair.
I have a found family. Those who wish to do good. Those are my friends.
Denver, do you have friends?
She takes another shot.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah.
Mudpack will like get up real quick on the back of Denra's chair, like feet on the seat, and like give her head a big hug around her horns, and like,
this
come on,
for sure. And
James, we're friends.
Yeah, we're all friends. And Hasan, Roderick, all of them. Disappointed at Hasan, but that's fine. We'll get to that when I talk to him next. It's been a while, but it's fine. Roderick, he is a friend. He's a troubled friend, but he's a friend. So I got friends.
It's hard to know if they're friends with us or not. Would we be together if we didn't have this guild?
I mean, that doesn't matter. We're together, right?
I wouldn't have any of you if not for the guild. None of us would have any of us without the guild.
And even without the guild, it could be any other reason that we could have gotten together. Who knows? The universe is crazy like that.
It's not crazy. The universe is not crazy.
What are you talking about?
The universe is the opposite of crazy. It is cool.
Too sober for this conversation. What?
So if
Sazna pours another drink for Denra.
I think after this one, I'm going to call it, but... Whew, thank you.
Mudpack at this point, very much wants to slide his cup over to get a shot of this, but it's going to resist.
I'm going to take a shot.
Mudpack's not a big drinker.
Oh, yeah.
Sazna is sipping
peer pressure.
whiskey,
Oh, yeah.
and she says, "This is some heavy shit, y'all."
Yeah, we didn't mean to get this heavy all of a sudden, but thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. This isn't even the surface. You guys don't even know.
Well, of course, but a lot of mortals can't really get past that surface. It's kind of how that works, unfortunately.
Just trust me when I say that the universe does not care about what we do, what we go, where we go.
That was the point I was trying to make. That the universe doesn't care. That's why it's good that we're friends. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting. I'm drunk.
You and I have very different views on the universe.
And yet here we are together. Sorry, I interrupted.
We're the worst.
Mudpack, do you believe in like a higher power or anything?
I.
You do. Who do you serve?
I serve nature.
Ditto.
Nature. Are they nice?
No.
Nature have a name? No.
Well, yeah,
Nature's
nature has
name
a name.
On
Yeah, what's
my
the name? What's the name of this plane again? This planet?
Let me double check because I know who I follow. This is wonderful role playing, isn't it, y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Shoot.
Nice.
My gods are the gods of the hunt,
Oh.
the gods of good fortune. So I suppose niceness when niceness is allowed. And fertility. New growth.
Ordun also followed a lot of those gods.
Who is Ordun?
My husband. I thought I was the one that was drunk.
No, this is Justin pretending
You're
to be
good.
drunk and concealing the fact that I don't know Deborah's husband's name, but we're gonna move past that. We're gonna move past that.
But you know, nature is a very wild and I almost said wild and crazy guy. It's very strange. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm too drunk for this conversation now.
To bring it back to where the conversation started.
Yes, please.
How does the craziness of the universe apply to our suspects?
Good question.
I still think, James, I think the universe brought you here. I think the winds brought you here to give Vael a lost friend.
I wish that were true.
Sazna does her best to hide a small laugh, like a little scoff.
You don't think that's true?
I have interacted with Vael. I have seen her. I have seen her out and about for 60 years. And I've never seen someone quite so skilled at tearing people up and throwing them away.
Yeah. Well, James, if anybody could withstand that, you could, honestly.
I don't know if I could. It's just that when you love someone or something as much as I did, and you cared as much as I did, and the universe still didn't care. Didn't care how good I was. It didn't care how much I loved. It didn't care.
Nature brings the blossom, and nature brings the frost.
Sazna gives your arm a pat, James, and she says, "You know, we only have so much time and energy and only so much of ourselves to give. Not everyone's deserving of the time and energy. Sometimes you gotta conserve, and sometimes you gotta wait for the better people, because there's only so much here to go around."
I slammed my fist on the table.
Oh.
I'm like, no, we can't wait. That is not what we do. When we love, when we care, we can't sit around and wait and hope the universe figure it out, because it will never figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I'm still learning a lot, but from what I can see, when you love someone and you want something to happen, you go out and try. Isn't that what you do? You at least try?
God damn it,
She finishes her drink and sets it down, and she says, "Some people deserve the sadness they get." And she pushes her chair up and she says, "If I sit here any longer, I'm going to be drunk and sleepy, so..."
Thank you very much, Sazna.
Yeah, I'll make sure to get your room keys.
Thank you.
Don't do anything foolish.
We'll try.
And she wanders back behind the bar.
Teeter, teeter, teeter.
I think we should go back to the house right now.
Right now? It's pretty late.
So at this point, it's not like super late, but it is dark at this point, since we are still in winter. Yeah. So I think the question is, are you staying the night right now? Like, are you heading upstairs and calling it a night? I do want to point out that your last night's sleep was in a wagon on the way here.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you have to sleep right now. You can do that, spend the evening here, or you can head back out into the cold.
I have a fine idea. Ooh, Denra, you've got an idea.
I was just saying, I'm tired. That long cart ride was not comfortable, and I think if we sleep and in the morning when we're not dumb from lack of sleep, I think that it'll be easier to make a decision. That's my vote.
Why don't we bring them breakfast in the morning?
That's even better.
So Catherine doesn't have to cook.
But
But Simon said to come back in the morning. Do we trust that he'll be there when we get back?
Can. Why don't we go to Vale's first and then go to Simon's? We can go to Vale's early.
I mean
how early?
She'll probably be up.
Mudpack is looking at dinner. How early can we get up? Realistically.
I'll be fine. Just grab a glass of water, I guess, or something. I don't know if she brought a pitcher of anything like that.
You can get some water. It's fine.
Get some water and definitely get that going. Just to not be too drunk.
I mean, I could cast Lesser Restoration.
Don't waste it right now. It's fine.
Would that even
I mean, it does clear poison. So.
I mean, if you really it's the ultimate buzzkill move. Like,
it is.
I'm feeling like really nice and tipsy,
Nope.
And a paladin's like, the fuck you are.
The fuck you are.
You're sober now.
Especially when the paladin stays drunk himself.
Exactly. Like, no, you're
drinking.
staying sober. You're the DD.
Hey, I only had 2 drinks. I'm good.
Yeah.
Buzz driving is drunk driving.
It is. Now, we should get to sleep so we can get up early and bring breakfast to this horrible woman.
And her lovely daughter.
Yes, lovely daughter.
Are we scared about Simon? Just to double check. Are we scared about Simon?
I mean, I'm not scared about him, but because, he didn't look like anybody I couldn't just crush with my arm. But he looked like, I honestly don't know. I didn't really get a good look at his face, but he looked like a spindly old man, so.
By all accounts,
take him.
He certainly fooled me.
That's true.
Right. I took his concern to mean that he cared about her.
He was actually, yeah.
And it seems that may not be the case. So it would be a good idea, definitely, to meet up with him again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be there this time. Be next to him.
Yes.
So let me clarify. Is the plan to sleep, get up, head to Simon's in the morning?
Or Vale's first?
I vote for... Oh.
Yeah, right?
I vote for Simon.
Yeah, I kind of am leaning in that direction too, but I don't know if B, you had another thought.
I was thinking we'd do Vale first and then do Simon, but
I just
want to get a chance to talk.
He's gonna run. I'm just worried he's gonna run. That's it.
That's fair.
And we know that Catherine and Vale will already be there no matter what,
That's
right?
True.
That's true.
And if he's not there, then we get to Vale's right away.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. Okay.
No. Yeah.
That works.
It works.
Okay.
I'm convinced.
This stew was incredible.
So you finish up the drinks you have. Finish up your dinner. The bread's pretty good. The room upstairs is serviceable. It's nothing crazy, but doesn't let the weather in and brings in a little bit of heat from the fireplace downstairs, and in general, pretty decent. I imagine Mudpacker just sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. So he's gonna find like the warm spot. Like,
I wish just
right
for
here.
all of my druids, I wish that like wild shape lasted for 8 hours so you could sleep in dog form. It would just be the best. Anyway.
So often I have parties where at least one person doesn't sleep, and I have to narrate that differently. But
right?
In this case, all three of you sleep, and Denra, the sleep is super, super deep, and for Mudpack as well. You did not, get a good night's sleep out in a wagon. James, your sleep is deep, but fitful.
Too deep.
It's REM sleep. You find yourself back in the grove where you had ended up the first time that you got close to death. And you can see very clearly right near you, but it grows out of focus very quickly. And the focus kind of wavers in and out, even close to you. And you turn, and you already know that she'll be there before you do, but you turn, and there is Maria. She stands there. You are both nude. The sun is shining on your skin. You can feel the weight of your wings in the back. And she smiles at you. And you go to her. And she wraps her arms around you and looks at you right in your eyes as you feel her something in her hand. You don't know what it is. You don't turn to look. You just look at her as you feel her cutting through your wings on your back. Tearing through the sinews. You can feel blood just pouring down your back. And she just looks at you in the eyes the entire time. And as you awake, the scars are aching this morning. Otherwise, you get a full recovery, everything restored, but you're left with a lot of disquiet and a very sore back. I'm going to just get us through this next bit. You all awake and collect yourselves, grab the simple breakfast that's served downstairs. It's like an egg casserole type thing. A little bit of coffee, and you make your way into the cold. And it is particularly cold this morning. That we had that break in the weather, and it's not snowing or anything, but it is very cold right now. I'm going to reset the timer here.
My hooves are numb.
Wear socks.
No. Freaking humans and their socks.
Oh, and let me, that's even less than that. Don't get me started on shoes. Okay. You head out into the cold, make your way back to Simon's house, where you started your investigation yesterday. There are 32 hours, 34 minutes left. And you knock on the door to Simon's house. And perhaps he was expecting you. You're not entirely sure, but the door opens fairly quickly. and Simon is standing there, still looking as proper as he did yesterday. Yes. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Simon. Do you remember me and my friend?
Yes.
Hello.
I saw you yesterday. Yes. Hello.
Yes. We brought another friend. This is Denra. Denra,
Yes,
Simon.
I had seen you around, yes.
Mind if we ask you some questions?
Of course. Please come in. And
Thank
he
you.
leads you in back to the drawing room where you were yesterday. He sits in a chair. You can tell he's tense, but he probably has fair reason to be.
Denra will stand by the doorway. Not by the doorway, but stand with it on her sight. I cannot speak. I'm sorry.
Okay. I spoke to Mother after you left. I am at least aware of parts of the situation.
Good.
What parts?
Well, she told me that she is ill, that someone has placed some kind of curse on her. She believes that she will die soon.
What does it look like to you?
She looks extremely ill.
Death curse ill?
I know nothing about such matters. I know nothing of magic or curses or anything like that. She just looks extremely ill.
What magic do you know, Simon?
None. I once employed someone who kept up the house, mending spells and things, but to be perfectly honest, magic intimidates me. I choose not to participate in it.
So, no magic, no fighting ability. You're just a guy?
Is that so surprising? I mean, I'm sure you come from, in your world, where everyone is extraordinary. Many of us are just people, you know.
I would like to inside check to
Sure.
see if he's truly what he says he is.
My pet wants to insight that magic statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so insight +3. Okay. Ooh, just kidding. That is a 8 + 3.
I mean, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's like a C. What'd you get my back?
10.
Okay.
So C-.
Yeah, you know. I mean, you have heard a lot about Simon, so at this point it's kind of difficult to believe him, perhaps. But you don't detect any big lies out of it. He seems sincere. And he doesn't look magical or anything.
Right. Figured.
No pointy hat, no owl.
Darn it.
Okay, dang it.
Did you know that your mother has you at the top of her list of suspects?
I did not know that.
I'm surprised you're not surprised by it. That you are surprised by it. I can't talk at all. I'm sorry, guys.
My mother, none of us have the most, perhaps, healthy relationships, but I do my best to maintain a closeness with her, to see her regularly. She is my mother, after all.
Paid.
So
he frowns at that and says, "My mother does not pay for the things that you see here."
So, if you're truly telling the truth, right, Simon, you wouldn't mind us taking a look around the house. Right, Simon?
What do you say, Simon? Sorry.
Yes!
To find what exactly?
Well, you are one of the suspects, and we would be lacking in our due diligence if we didn't search.
For what?
Anything.
Well, that's
evidence to see if your
I
story
have a
checks out.
fairly large estate here, and you could spend the entirety of the time that a mother has left, apparently, trying to search for whatever, if you don't have something in mind. I appreciate that you're trying to assist, but at the same time, this is my house, and I don't entirely feel comfortable with people I don't know just rooting through it in some kind of expedition.
So why don't you help us out, Simon?
If you tell me what
Help
you're
us
looking
out.
for, I can tell you where it might be, or where it wouldn't be.
Okay, let's check your office. Any receipts that you may have? Magical receipts?
You are welcome to check the office. Come with me.
I love that.
He stands.
Magical receipts.
He stands and leads you out of the drawing room. Like I described, it's a simpler house than Vael's, but still very nice. A couple doors down this hallway, he opens it and kind of gestures in and says, "Here's my office. This is where we handle all paperwork and business affairs."
What is your business exactly, Simon? Did you tell us?
I mostly do investment work, insurance for voyages and ships and things like that.
I will do an investigation, even though it's a -1 because I'm feeling myself.
Yeah, I would say
So
all
we'll see.
he's inviting you in, and all three of you are welcome to make investigation checks.
Oh no. Okay, 15
Goodness.
-1, so 14.
14,
16.
16,
8.
8.
New dice time.
Yeah, so you find a very orderly office. It's boring. It's boring as shit. It's just paperwork, and it's very ordinary paperwork.
Not even art.
You see things. Yeah, there's really like almost no art in here. It's just things like household receipts and deliveries of, hay for the fields. Just like the most mundane stuff. And you find nothing even approaching a smoking gun.
Oh.
Not even an actual gun. Well, I don't see anything in here, at least.
I closed the door with
He's
all
still-
of us in
he's
there.
He's in the room with us, right?
Yeah, I closed the door.
Okay.
Simon, you're not leaving this room until we leave with some good information on who would kill your mother. You are her son, and I would hope that you would help us investigate this, right?
By the way, everyone hates you.
Sorry, that was Chris laughing.
If I knew who had done this, I would tell you so you could go get them or whatever. I genuinely have no information to give you. Do the people in town hate my mother and myself? I'm sure they do. But that is no
I punch him in the face. Boom! Punch him in the face.
Okay.
Giggling.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Goodness gracious.
Non-lethal damage.
Well,
non-lethal damage.
You
Just want to
specify.
specify that
Sure.
before. And if it goes wrong, we know that he was lying to us about being a level whatever he is. So we'll see. We'll see.
Magic
16
shield.
plus 5.
Yeah, a 21 will definitely hit him.
Oh my god.
Oh, God, James.
What is your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is plus 3. On D&D Beyond, it says unarmed strike is just 4.
Yeah, you knock him unconscious.
Oh! Maybe
You,
James, what
You-
the hell?
You haul
I've
off,
wanted to do that this whole time, but come on.
you haul off and punch this guy in the face, and his head just whips back and cracks into the wall,
God,
and
damn
he
it.
just slumps over onto the ground.
James.
All right.
I thought he would fight back. I thought he would
James.
you know.
You can see that
okay.
like there's a bunch of blood all over his mouth and his nose.
Is that how we get people to talk?
I want to try to stabilize.
I thought
Mudpack
he could,
leans over and
It's non-lethal, so he's not making death saves.
Okay, gotcha.
I do want to point out the absolute hilarity of taking 20 minutes to talk about how everybody needs a friend, and then punching a man directly in the fucking
Immediately
face.
clocking him in the face in his own house.
You know,
he was a suspect.
James, what in the hell?
Okay. I thought that
it's a roller coaster, James. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
Okay. My thought process was that if he was a magical or a fighter or a person, he could fight back, and then we would know that he was lying to us. And I didn't know. I thought
if that had been your fist, he would be dead. So let's please make sure we don't do that again. Don't just kill people.
I didn't kill him.
He makes like a groan from the floor as he starts to come to.
Maybe,
Simon, do you have any information for us?
Stand like above him, next to James, just kind of like trying to look intimidating because we're all in now. I mean, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and make an intimidation check. At advantage.
Gosh.
You've already knocked him unconscious.
Okay, that's a 19.
Oh, do I have to roll too?
Or
no?
No,
sorry. I thought you were asking for both.
Honestly, it's fine.
My bad. I apologize.
Okay. He's plenty intimidated.
Yeah.
He begins to weep. I don't understand. Oh my God.
My friend here's a little overzealous, but James, take it away.
Here's the thing, Simon. Your mother is going to die in a couple of days if you don't help us.
How can I help you if I don't know anything?
Mudpack is going to put his hand on Simon's shoulder and say, to help you think, and cast Healing Word. So maybe his nose stops bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah, his nose does stop bleeding. You do note, now that you're this close, Mudpack, that it is very crooked.
Yeah.
Well,
Gauntleted fist just crocks him in the neck.
Yeah, I mean it's
he
like
gets 3 hit points back.
yeah,
I don't know.
he feels better, but he does stop bleeding. But yeah, there's blood like down his chin into his goatee and a little bit dripping onto his shirt.
That's all I can do for now. Mudpack steps back up. I'll be the good cop.
There you go.
Okay, yes. Little one is a good cop.
What am I supposed to do if I don't know anything? You're going to kill me.
Not going
Simon,
to kill you.
I want you to help us protect your mother. Now, who is strong enough to put a death curse on your mother?
I don't
Powerful
know.
or rich enough?
I don't know anything about curses.
You don't know anything about curses?
No! You fucking madman. I don't know anything about curses.
What do you know about
Who would know?
What do you know about Willem?
There you go.
Oh God. I mean, I know he was Mother's business partner.
She has it out for him in her heart. But do you think he still would have it out for her in his?
I don't know the man that well.
If we told you here, let's tell you all of the other people on the list. Your sister Valentine, Willem, Anton, and Torlai. Torlai made the most sense because she was a business partner of your mother. And she got fucked over by her. It made the most sense. So, of those people, who do you think?
Who would want her dead or who would want to curse?
Who would want and be able to curse her?
To kill her. Who would want to kill her without doing it to her face?
I'll say all three of you can make one persuasion check.
Okay.
So we each
one persuasion.
Yeah, each of
check.
you roll
all right.
one.
Okay. Okay.
Roll persuasion.
Gotcha.
And
Don't
we'll
worry,
see
guys.
how persuasive the group is.
I got +5.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. That helps because I got a 5.
I got a 19 +5.
I got a 5. So y'all are taking the lead.
He says, I don't know anything about magic or curses. I know... Oh, fuck. I know Valentine loves all the magical things and she's all into that. Oh, God. But I don't know anything about those kinds of things.
One more question, Simon.
Okay.
Who is Catherine?
My sister?
Yes. Who is Catherine?
She's my sister. I don't... What do you want?
How long has she lived at the house?
Forever.
But
Forever? She's never moved out?
No.
I think...
He's starting to cry again.
Let's all take a deep breath. Let the man answer the questions.
2 bad cops and a good cop. It's great.
His face already hurts. Let's give him a chance to think.
All three
before
of you at
scaring
this
him
point,
again.
go ahead and make an insight check.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, God. Plus
19.
3. Okay. Oh, 18 plus 3.
Nice.
15 total. Yeah.
I think with those rolls, I think you can say with pretty good confidence that Simon really does not know what's going on.
Can we please leave the poor man
Like, he
to
feels-
take a bubble bath or something?
He feels pretty convinced that you're going to kill him.
Good.
and has nothing to, has no information to share that's pertinent.
So, Simon, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to a florist. You're going to buy your mom the biggest flowers you've ever seen. You're going to bring it to her and tell her how much you love her. Do you understand me, Simon?
You can make either an intimidation check or a persuasion check. Just
Persuasion.
strictly.
Okay, straight. +5. Okay. That is a... Ooh. That is a 19 plus 5. Let's go. Let's go. Buy your mom some flowers.
He's weeping, and his little bit of blood is coming out with the tears, and he just nods through his tears.
If it's not at her house in front of her by the end of the day, I'm coming back.
Oh,
Do you understand me?
oh.
Mudpack is pulling them out by their tails.
Uh-huh.
Shirt tails, whatever.
Or actual tail.
Or actual tail, yeah.
And he's
Hey.
nodding, and as you're making your way back out, you can hear him crying, kind of
Mudpack's
quietly.
gonna blow some butterflies into with some druid craft cantrip. Pretty
I'll see
That's
if
true.
he notices.
butterflies
He does not notice.
that
He
are
rolled
like
a 2.
glittery, so I don't know. Oh, fuck
Okay.
him then. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, Simon. Deal with it.
he's fairly inconsolable after
That's all.
having his face smashed in.
After an assault. Yeah.
You don't need to have a nice face to do insurance. He'll be fine.
Uh,
I swear to God, if I don't see those flowers, we're coming back.
Well, shall we go speak with Catherine then?
That's probably a good idea.
And then definitely Valentine again, because he definitely leaned into that one a bit.
Less punching this time.
But definitely Catherine first, because we haven't.
I never met Valentine, so I'd like to meet this person.
She's just like her mother, just younger.
Oh,
And
Okay.
more of
But
a more
we
psycho.
could be her friend.
so the plan is to go back to Vale's house.
Yes.
Yep.
Try and speak with Catherine.
Okay.
That was fun, guys.
That was insane.
oh my
I love
God!
it. I love it. Gotta have
Everyone
an
needs a
attack
friend.
roll.
Everyone needs to be punched at least once.
Solid.
He was a suspect.
I mean, yeah. cops do that stuff too, right?
I mean,
So
they're
should
not
we
supposed
only-
to.
But they do. It's crazy. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
me.
just bring a phone book and leave fewer bruises that way. It's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Butter in a sock,
We're getting a little intense here.
Ow.
Okay, so you make your way back over to Vale's house.
Wait, can I stop and get some flowers? Wait, never mind. I take that back. Never mind.
You're not
No,
getting
that
flowers.
would take you way out of the way. I mean, you
And
could.
We're also in the middle of winter.
No, you're right. Never mind.
As you arrive at the house, knock on the door again. There are 31 hours, 52 minutes left. You knock on the door, and the same young woman who has answered the door before does so again. And now that you are clued in to who she is, you can kind of see it. There is a resemblance there. The same dark hair, especially as Valentine. Her features are heavier. She is not nearly as tall as her mother or her siblings. She wears.
Vale had an affair with a dwarf.
She wears simple clothes.
Oh my God.
She
Sorry.
opens the door and says, hello. You're here to see Mother, yes? And she's already like.
Oh, actually, we wanted to speak to you. Are you Catherine?
Yes.
Oh, it's very nice to officially meet you.
Good morning, Miss Hardwin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Mudpack. This is James. And Denner's already introduced herself.
Twice now.
Yes.
I'm
Excited.
Catherine. You're not here to see my mother.
Possibly, but we wanted to speak to you first.
All right. I don't know how long I have. She's not feeling very well this morning. Is there something I can do to help?
Well, we've brought breakfast, so hopefully we can help you out a bit.
Oh, that's very kind. I've already made breakfast for Mother, but
I wanted to get there earlier, but for you,
that's
have
fair.
you eaten?
if you want to bring it into the kitchen, I suppose you can do so.
Of course. Lead the way.
Yeah, she does so. She walks away from the door, looks a little confused,
Of course.
but does lead you all the way down the hallway and into a nicely appointed kitchen. Nicely appointed, but it definitely looks like not a whole lot of it's used. You see that most of it is just closed cupboards and unused counter space, and the stove is definitely used and maybe like one section of countertop, and that's about it. She takes the food and sets it on the counter. Says, thank you for bringing that. That's very kind. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, we figured you may need a bit of kindness in this hard time. Can you tell us a bit? We've been all over the place talking to all sorts of people, and you, we found, are possibly the best, closest person we could talk to try and help figure this out, perhaps.
I mean, I don't know how much help I can be, but I'm really trying to make sure I can help Mother. She needs me very much, especially right now. She's no one else to take care of her.
So that falls to you?
Yes, and if these are to be our last days together, I want to make sure she's as comfortable as possible.
Did you take that responsibility willingly, or were you forced into it?
I've always been here. It's important to take care of family.
It's true.
Catherine,
it's true.
You said it's important to take care of family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mother's your family, right?
Well, yes, my mother, my siblings.
What about your father?
I never knew who he was.
Really?
Never knew?
No.
We actually haven't asked any of the siblings about that. She'll look at James like, what are you doing?
Mother raised us herself.
Did she ever tell you anything about your father's?
No, he was very unimportant.
Why would you say that?
That's what Mother always said.
But what do you say?
I never met him.
Would you like to?
Not really. I don't know what he could add at this point.
Maybe your mother wasn't entirely telling the truth about him.
I'm very confused. What does this have to do with what you're doing for my mother?
Catherine,
Checking all angles. Sorry.
I'll be honest with you. Your mother gave us an entire list of people who could have put the death curse on her.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't put you on that. But I'm just concerned that the person that she trusts most could have betrayed her.
That to say.
That to say, did you put the death curse on your mother?
Yeah, no, that's not what to say. Never mind. Damn it.
Go ahead.
James, god damn it.
James.
Motherfucker. God damn it, James. It's fine, it's fun. It keeps things interesting.
James, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh God. Okay. Oh my God, Lord, if there was ever Maria, if there was ever a time to help me out.
Man.
One time.
Dear
Maria.
Please. One roll.
Dear
One.
Maria,
Okay.
count me in. Come on.
I got your picture. I'm coming with you. Oh my God. Okay. It is a 15 plus my persuasion of 5, so that's an unnatural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
She furrows her brow and shakes her head, and she says, I have been my mother's sole companion for years. I have done all the cooking for her, all the cleaning. I have been incredibly loyal. Does that seem like the kind of person who would want her dead?
Well, did she appreciate you? I don't see you.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Gosh, oh my God. Persuasion? It's my best stat. What could possibly go wrong? Come on. Oh, okay. All right. That is 11 plus 5. This is 16. I don't know if that's strong enough.
She pauses for a moment. Kind of mouth open, trying to form something, and you hear ringing bell, and a yell of, Catherine!
Oh, shit.
Catherine, I'm sorry, my mother needs me. And she turns and leaves you in the kitchen, heads down the hallway, and you see her turn and presumably go upstairs.
That is a severely abused girl.
Let's follow her. Come on, guys.
Yeah, we should. Just to see Vale as well.
Wanted to make friends, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we go punch
she
her?
Be getting away.
Shall we go punch her?
Yes.
That was
You know
so
what,
good.
Medpack? I'll let you punch them this time. I'll be the good cop.
That was hilarious.
Let's follow Kathleen.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
getting away.
She's not getting away. It's a house.
Okay. Well, as she leaves and as the party takes off after her through the house, that is a good point for us to go ahead and go to break. I'm going to go ahead and talk to the folks at home real quick. So, as we are going to break, folks at home, this is the time when we're going to go ahead and give away this set of dice from the workshop. So all you have to do is sound off in the chat. Just leave a message in the chat. And everybody who does so within the span of the break, we're going to take those, randomize them, and choose someone to go ahead and give these dice to. So sound off and stay tuned. We'll be giving away these dice and finding out what happens after the break. Okay, we are back. Welcome. Hope you had a nice break. We certainly did. Let's go ahead and give away some dice.
Yes.
So the winner of our giveaway this time is Ryan Smith. Congratulations, Ryan Smith. You've won this set of dice here from the workshop. I'm going to leave some instructions in the chat, but basically shoot me an email with your mailing address so I can get those out to you. And I'll go ahead and type in the email address there. So congratulations to Ryan. Very good. And let's go ahead and jump back in.
Well done.
And keep an eye out for more giveaways because they do happen every once in a while.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but every once in a while. So, like, you never know. Okay, now let's go back.
Yeah, sometimes it's like gotta get the folks in. Plus, it's just fun to give things away. Everybody has a good time with that. So, but if you didn't win, you're gonna win something soon, and you win the pleasure of watching these phenomenal players perform. Speaking of that,
oh boy,
you intend to follow Catherine. She's hurrying, not like she's trying to get away from you, but just like she's trying to get to the person who's calling her. Right. Hurries up the stairs. I'll see if she notices people following. She's very focused on getting to her mother. And as you get to the top of the stairs, you see that you can see like down the hallway and through an open door, you see that Catherine is helping Vale stand up. She was like sitting or laying on a bed. And Catherine is supporting her until Vale can kind of catch her feet. And I'll see if Vale notices you.
Oh boy,
man, nobody that I roll for tonight can roll anything in terms of perception. So no, they are just talking to one another and have not noticed you at the top of the steps yet.
Oh.
Okay. I am going to cast Command.
Oh my god.
Can Mudpack cast Detect Magic?
Yeah. Let's see. That takes an action.
Goodness.
Yeah. So are you just looking to see if? What are you looking for, Mudpack?
Or can I roll it? Because I want to look for any like signs of espionage, like secret things that she can use to spy on people, maybe like a magic mirror or something like that.
Okay.
Or like a secret place that she hides stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I look for both?
You cast Detect Magic. You push your perception outward. And it goes 30 feet kind of all around. There's nothing sturdy enough to block the spell, so it just pushes itself outward. And at the end of the hallway, you do feel this strong, dark presence of the... I mean, makes sense that it's the curse that that is around Vale.
She does have a curse on her.
It definitely... you can feel like a rot. That's what it feels like for you. Like, you can almost feel that yourself.
Yeah.
Like rotting away. You don't detect anything else around. James, what is your spell save DC for Command?
13 wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I assume you were commanding Catherine?
yes.
Okay, she rolled a 15 on the die.
Mother effer Jesus. Well, sneaky sneak.
Sneaky die.
And as she feels this this kind of attempt at a like forcing control over her, she looks around and then looks and sees you now. And now Vael sees you as well, and Vael says, "What are you doing here?"
You have questions for Catherine that she did not answer.
She steadies herself a little bit. You can see that Vael is a good deal weaker than she was yesterday. She's kind of staggers forward into the hallway. Catherine's trying to help her, and I have given you the most likely people in my life to have done this to me.
You did. But unfortunately, it's the most unlikely ones we have to worry about. Can we tell you about our findings?
I have hours left. I suppose I could take a minute to hear this.
Mudpack, Denver, please feel free to jump in with any information that you guys may have. But we asked Simon, and Simon doesn't have the magical ability to put a death curse on you. We asked Antoine, but we believe that he loves you too much to put a death curse on you. Tolarai, she appreciates the rivalry as much as she appreciates the hatred that you give. So she would kind of want to keep you alive for that one.
Roll a deception check for that, because that is not true.
Yep, I knew it was coming. I was trying to be nice.
And more than that, Vael knows that's not true.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, deception plus 3. 5 plus 3 is an 8. Damn it.
She cuts you off with a wave of her hand, and she says, "If I have another day left, I will not spend it listening to stupid lies."
Well, here's the truth. Catherine is the only one close enough to cast this death curse on you.
Never mind.
She says, "How close do you need to be to cast it?"
Think about it. Have you seen any of these people within the last month?
Yes, I see Simon every week.
But he doesn't have the ability to. So that leaves Simon and
death
Catherine.
curse requires you to be in the room? I don't understand.
Oh, James,
the only person that's close enough to cast a spell and to see it affect you every single day is Catherine. And Simon doesn't have that ability. So I, James Rosehart, accuse Catherine of casting the death curse.
Okay.
James.
James, go ahead and roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
I will tell you that the DC for any measure of success on this is going to be 17.
Persuasion at disadvantage. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. One of them is a natural 20. One of them. The other is a 13. The other is a 13, which means persuasion is plus 5. So plus 5 and 13 is 18. Give me something, Lord. Please give me something, Maria.
You kind of wait to see how it's going to land on Vael. She wavers on her feet a little bit. you don't see her like as very convinced, but she looks over to Catherine and she says, "Just go downstairs and answer their questions so they can be done with it and move on to someone who actually did it. I'll be up here." And she looks to you, dying. And she staggers back into her room, slams the door behind her, leaving you in the hallway with Catherine.
Catherine, tell the truth.
James.
I'm going downstairs. And she
Catherine.
walks past
James,
you and
quit being so forceful.
begins
It's not helpful.
walking downstairs.
I would like to stop her.
Well, we can go downstairs for the questions. Okay.
I would say this.
I would like
Mudpack, Denra, go ahead and make persuasion checks.
Yeah.
Is it against me or
It
is it
is.
against Catherine?
It is,
Okay.
it is against you, James.
Definitely got a 6.
Ah,
I only got like a 7.
God damn it.
Okay.
No, I got a 5.
Oh,
You try to physically stop her, and she says, "Let go of me."
answer the questions, Catherine.
She can answer them downstairs, James.
this is her house.
We don't know for sure anything yet.
Okay.
And she's walking. She's going downstairs.
Yeah.
Hand ready. The
James.
sword. I don't trust this lady.
I don't trust
We don't
any-
have to trust them to pay them some respect.
Exactly. Thank you, Mudpack.
Okay.
She's not going to answer any of our questions easily at this point.
Especially if you force that like that. Anyway.
Okay.
Should we try good cop, good cop, good cop?
Oh, wow. Call good cops. I think only a good outcome could happen.
Perhaps.
Let's do it.
Fine. We'll try it your way, Mudpack.
And then we can go talk to Valentine and have 3 bad cops.
Do not punch her.
Okay. I don't harm women.
Good. I would have to hurt you if you did. Now, let's go.
You find her in the kitchen. She is putting a kettle on the stove. She takes a breath and looks you over, and she says, "I will answer questions if you need, but I won't talk to you." And she points to you, James.
I know.
I would like one question.
No.
James. Just,
I would like to speak in Dwarvish.
She just gives you
I see.
like a puzzled look.
Do you understand me?
No.
In Dwarvish? I'm going to say that. Do you understand me in Dwarvish?
She just gives you a confused look.
James. Just,
Insight check?
I mean, I don't think it takes.
Oh, yeah?
She. You can roll it, but I'll tell you straight up,
All
she
right.
doesn't know Dwarvish.
yeah.
Damn it.
She
Okay.
was raised by her mother. She may only know.
They're assuming so much. Anyway, I apologize for my friend here. I know that doesn't do much, but you know, we just want to get at this at every angle we can, and we are all very frustrated with this so far because no one wants to talk about your mother unless they are insulting her. So it is hard to get information out of people who only talk about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Denra, go ahead and make a persuasion check, and I'll tell you
boy.
I'll tell you what it is.
Sure.
Is that she is going to ask James to leave and refuse to talk until he leaves, unless you roll a 15.
I didn't. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, no. That's a 7.
She shakes her head and she says, "I don't want to talk to him."
Can Mudpack try?
Sure.
on top of Denris.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that makes that difficult is, well, the question I have for you really is, what are the good sides of your mother? The things that you stay for?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh. It's another 5.
Oh,
5 dice. Hopefully I have many.
Yep. That's why we're goblins.
She shakes her head and she says, I don't want to talk to him.
James, would you mind?
James, I'll let, if you want to try to make the persuasion check, I'll let you do it at disadvantage to see if you can talk your way into staying.
I trust my friends, Mudpack and Denra. I would like to go talk to Vale.
Okay.
Well, this is happening. I'll go talk to Vale.
All right. You leave and head upstairs. She watches James go.
He is not from around here at all, so I apologize again.
Still and yet, he is our guild member and our friend and our teammate. And
yes.
I can't say that I disagree that we've been frustrated. The only reason that we really have any concern about you, Catherine, if I'm honest, is that no one told us of the close circle that you were her daughter. We had to find out from Sazna. I believe a friend of yours.
She shrugs and she says,
or at least an acquaintance.
I'm not talked about much.
Why is that? You seem nice. Nicer than both of your siblings. By a long shot.
Not everyone is talked about.
That's true.
What would you like people to say if they were to talk?
I don't know. It's not up to me.
That you're a good housekeeper?
I mean, I am.
Does your mother tell you that?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
That's 11.
She shrugs kind of non-committally and takes the kettle off the stove and pours herself a cup.
So, is that to be taken as a no?
I don't know what this has to do with what's going on with her.
We don't know either. Really. We're just grasping at straws because this is a very strange problem that none of us are equipped for, and it is very frustrating, but also we do want to help because your mother is a person and deserves the respect any person needs. And
my mother has made a lot of enemies.
That's true.
And once she believes that someone isn't loyal to her, she wants nothing to do with them.
Then why are you still here?
Because I have been loyal to her since the day I was born.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that she has not been so loyal to you beyond giving you a house to live in. Which is not anything to shake a stick at, but...
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Ooh. Striking a nerve.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, good thing advantage. That's a 20, dirty 20.
Ooh. Ooh.
She takes a long drink from her cup and sets it down. Have you ever been betrayed? Deeply, deeply betrayed?
Not personally, no.
I have been in this house since I was born, and for years now, it has just been her and I. I have dreamed of the day that I would pick up and go wherever I like, but I've had absolutely no desire to leave my mother alone to make her fend for herself. But I've always held in my heart that one day, after she's gone, that I would take whatever inheritance I was given and go travel. I would go see things. I would go visit places.
And now that opportunity is
Will
fast
never
approaching.
Happen.
Why?
But the curse. I felt it myself.
I was cleaning up her office and I saw that she'd been working on something. Her will, updating it, maybe, I don't know. I shouldn't have read it. I knew it wasn't going to do me any good. But I just read it. I couldn't help myself. I read it. All the art in the house, the books, they were going to Simon. All the money. All of it. To Valentine.
Are you...
And to me, it was just the house. Just the house. I went right to her and I asked her what it all meant, and she said, Catherine, this is the perfect way for you. You'll be able to live here, and your sister will take care of the expenses. And she said, you're not capable of leaving. You're just not good enough to be somewhere else, or you would have already gone. And this is how I can make sure you're taken care of. I didn't know what I wanted to have happen, but I prayed, I dreamed, and something answered.
Oh my God.
I don't remember much of it. It asked me how much I was willing to pay, and then it was gone, and the whole thing was so strange. I thought maybe it was just a dream, but she started to get sick, just like I wanted. And now I suppose it'll be done soon.
You poor girl.
I'm so sorry.
I'll kind of side-eye look at Mudpack. Well, do you know anything about this whoever spoke to you, or is it just a voice?
Something came, but I there's no taking it back. There's no cure for it.
How do you know that?
It's what I wanted, and
What if we changed what you wanted?
I don't think it works that way.
Huh.
What did you pay?
Every bit of gold that I had saved for the last 25 years.
Gold? How did you give it to this being? Did it just disappear?
It came to me.
You actually saw it?
In a way, yes.
Do you know what it looked like?
No, I honestly don't remember much of it. It made me feel sick to look at it. I remember that, but it came and it spoke to me, and I told it I would give everything I had.
Wow. Well, that's a lot. I'll kind of grab my hip flask and just...
She wipes her eyes and she says, so, what are you going to do?
Well, our job was to take care of this problem.
Have you did you tell your mother that the only reason you're staying is for her?
It doesn't matter now.
She's not dead yet. She could alter the will still.
It's true.
And give her money to the person who's killing her?
Well, we don't have to tell her that you're killing her.
Yes.
And also, you
if she
are
didn't,
not killing her.
No.
This creature
And if she
is.
didn't appreciate what I've been doing for her, day in and day out, if she doesn't know, then telling her isn't going to make her know any better.
What if you just left?
I will.
I mean...
But I won't leave before she dies.
That makes sense. Well, if you left, I don't see this being an issue for us beyond just a failed mission for the guild, but I don't really see that as an issue. Especially since it was just a mission for pardon. Just a bunch of rich assholes, so...
Perhaps your brother could help you sell the house.
Also a good point. Then you could travel.
She shrugs a little bit and she says, I guess so. I don't know that I care right now.
I really would love to see this demon, or whatever it is.
It's long gone now.
Is it, though?
I mean,
have a weird connection to this place, usually, as far as I can tell.
Both of you can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I mean, I don't really know much. I mean, I might. It's a 19. Jesus, rolling big on the random shit.
Rolling really fun poop tonight.
Fun.
Oh, my Arcana's really good, so it's a 9.
Okay.
Oh,
no.
Wah.
Wah, wah.
There's no reason to necessarily think that like it's still around.
Sure. Okay. That's a good point.
Yeah, it sounds like she reached out and something answered. And
in a dark place, things reach out.
Yeah.
She found an anglerfish.
Yeah.
Stare into the void stares back.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she asked a question and it was answered, and it's like writing a letter to Santa.
Or Satan, I guess.
It's a typo away.
Yeah,
right?
It's very close.
Exactly.
Very close.
Exactly.
I imagine a lot of letters get forwarded.
Oh yeah. Like, wait, I don't give gifts. Sorry.
We'll give you a gift. Anyway, we don't. So, Catherine.
Well, I have shot in the dark. Ever thought of adventuring? I mean, you travel a lot.
No, I don't know what I'll do from here, but I'm sure I'll just take a wagon and go far away unless you're wanting to turn me into Mother.
Not just yet. I'd like to speak with her first.
No. You know where she is.
Just stay in the house until we get back, or at least nearby.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Then I'll go with Mudpack.
And thank you. He wants to thank her. And thank you for sharing with us. You know, it wasn't easy.
I really want to give you a hug. I know that's probably not okay, but...
Yeah, she does not look like a particular hugging mood at the moment.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm
a mom. I can't help it.
Stares like a long 1,000-yard stare into her teacup.
Is the breakfast still on the counter?
Yeah, it's untouched.
Okay, Mudpack wants to push like a crumpet or something.
Okay.
Some kind of bread thing toward her.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, double. Okay. Nobody. Oh, that's better. 17.
Nice.
Mudpack
can get people to eat stuff.
She looks up at you and she doesn't reach for the food, but she does give you a wan smile, like a little.
I know plenty of creatures who don't like to eat with an audience, so back out.
You head upstairs. James, what have you been up to?
So, can I go to Vale's?
Yeah, the door is closed.
May I please knock?
Yeah, you do so. And she says, "What is it? Go away."
Hey, Vale, can I please talk to you for a moment?
I thought you were talking to Catherine.
No, I don't think she wanted to talk to me, but I was hoping if I could talk to you, please.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. +5. That is a 12 +5. 17.
God, I suppose. Go ahead and open the door.
What does her room look like?
It's really nice. There's a 4-poster bed with like draperies around, tapestry on the wall, really thick, heavy rugs on the floor. There's a large vanity table. The bed would be the equivalent of like a king bed. And she's propped up on a pillow, looking pretty weak.
I take a seat and I say, this must be really scary for you.
Why do you think that?
I have died before too.
I have nothing to fear.
Are you sure about that?
I am angry, not scared.
Have you died before?
I'm sure that it'd just be a whole lot of nothing.
It's not.
Maybe not for you.
Well, when you die, most of the time you see the person that you love the most or at least think about the most on the other side. And they greet you when you pass over.
When I die, I plan on using my spirit to haunt every miserable person who has ruined me.
Well, I just wanted to ask if you needed a friend during the end time, because when I died, it was the scariest thing I have ever experienced. I saw the person I loved the most, and there was a part of me that wanted to stay, but I got pulled back. I really hope to whomever you find on the other side greeting you, that they are nice, they're kind. Do you know who that person would be?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, and the DC that you're looking for a measure of success here is going to be 18.
Oh, well, persuasion. Okay, +5. Damn. Okay, that is an 8 + 5. Damn.
She says, I have never paid attention to religion or afterlife nonsense. I am not very interested in what happens after all this.
Well, I would like to reveal my full ASMR self and shine bright, if I could.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you describe what that looks like as it happens?
I stand up. I take my armor off. And I'm not like fully nude or anything, but where you can see my tattoos and they glow and they are flowers, all types of different flowers along my chest and my arms, petunias, sunflowers, carnations, roses, and you could feel the back of my back almost grow a little bit, but strains. And you can see the scars on top of the tattoos through my shirt. And I would like to take Vale's hand and say, a friend of mine told me that the winds may have brought me here to help you. May I please be your friend?
Go ahead and make another persuasion check. I'll say that the DC for this is 17.
Okay, Lord. Come on, Maria. Ooh, 17 + 5. Ooh, 23.
She looks a little odd, a little scared, to be honest. But it does look like you've gotten through to her in some way. And she says, if you want to be friendly to me, please put your clothes back on and just sit quietly.
I put on my armor. And I just sit next to her and listen.
She does not speak. But she also, for the first time, does not seem to rail at your presence. She just looks out the window. You can hear a deep rattle in her breath. And about 10 minutes go by. And Mudpack and Denra, you reach the top of the stairs. and you see that the door is open. You can see from the top of the stairs that James is sitting with her.
Oh, hello. Hope you're... She kind of gives up at the, hope you're feeling well.
Yeah.
Doesn't say it. We spoke with Catherine.
Mm.
Just kind of look at Mudpack. I don't know what.
She has incredible loyalty to you.
Of course she does.
How do you feel about her?
She's very dutiful. She's a simple girl and very loyal, and that is something I appreciate greatly.
How do you know she's simple?
Because I know her. She is my daughter.
Do you know her, though? You don't seem to know either of your other children very well.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage, Denra.
Yeah, that's 4.
She says, "The last thing I need is judgment for someone I'm hiring for a job."
You see her as your employee.
No, you are. Have you satisfied your curiosity with Catherine?
Hey, I know that we are friends now, and these are my friends. And trust me when I say that they have the best interest in for you. I know we're hired, but I think that they have your best interest. Right, guys?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. The DC for this is going to be 18.
What?
We're going back up.
Oh, man.
Mudpack is gonna put his hand on James and say, "Aye, we do," and cast guidance.
Okay.
Oh! So guidance is
D4.
D4, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's the D20 plus 5. That is 11 plus 5 with some guidance. Okay. So 16 plus 4.
Nice.
Plus 4. That is an unnatural 20, or as people in Oregon say, a dirty 20.
Oh, that's not just
Dirty.
Maybe, I think it's just Ohio is its own thing.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Ohio's just extra clean. It's
Yeah.
unnatural. It's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
Sorry. Sorry.
She does not, she looks very uncomfortable with the word friend. Does not seem like she appreciates that word. But she does calm down a little bit and says, "All I want is to know who did this to me. That is it."
Are you satisfied with where you're leaving your life? Because your death will have a fallout. And you need to have respect for that. It is your life that is ending.
My affairs are in order. I do not fear death.
Mudpack Denra, did Catherine say anything to you? Because I know the truth can be hard, but just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not worth doing.
She told us about the will.
Yes, I have an updated will. It's important when you have many assets.
Do you see Catherine as an asset?
She's my daughter. And in my will, not that it's frankly any of your business, in my will she is taken care of.
She told us that you're leaving her the house.
Yes, a place to live and
Old building.
a trust to take care of her.
She is her own woman. She should get to make her own choices on where she goes.
And she wants to do that.
If she chooses to do that, when I am nothing but a corpse, then she is welcome to do so.
It would be much easier with a bit more support from you.
She has the house. She can sell the house or burn the house. I don't
If you're so
care.
willing to die and so unafraid of it, why do you want to know who's cursing you?
Willing?
You seem you seem ready for it.
I have no choice in the matter. I've been told that the only thing that could save me is a wish. So, my willingness is irrelevant. I am dying. I can feel sorry for myself for the next however many hours and mope and rail and tear at my hair, and she does tear at her hair, and it just a huge chunk just comes right out, and she tosses it away. But that will do me no good. Useless. What good is that?
Denra, I know we've had a crazy couple days, but we're friends. So just be honest with me. Did Catherine admit to putting the death curse on Vale?
No.
Catherine admitted to having strange dreams.
What about those strange dreams?
We live in a very chaotic world, as you said earlier today, James. And that means there are a lot of very chaotic beings in this world who like to sow more of that chaos. One of them was listening when Catherine was praying for a life of her own. And I'll look over at Vale as I say that. And they are a little more nefarious than a lot of our, the rest of us mortals. We're all very different, variable. Demons, not so much. They just want chaos. And this is causing a lot of it. So that's what she admitted.
She looks very confused back and forth, and she says, "Well, if she didn't do this to me, then you have to go find out who did." Someone very obviously put a curse on me.
Yes, an otherworldly being that is no longer on this plane. We can't just follow them. We can't just find someone just when they go and they're gone.
Denra.
Sorry, I'm getting frustrated.
This being came. I know what you're going to ask. This being came to Catherine because she felt great resentment at being abandoned by her mother, whom she has loved and served for her entire life, and to be left with the house, nothing by any means, but does not take into account her autonomy and individuality when she has done nothing but serve you and yours for her entire life. She perhaps felt darkness, and perhaps darkness came to her and acted through her.
Okay, she is. It's slow because she's not feeling well. But she has been moving to get up as you've been talking, and by the time you finish, she is up on her feet. and unsteadily making her way towards the door. And she says, "If this is true, then I suppose our business has concluded." And she opens the door as forcefully as she can, which is not
Sorry.
very...
What are you going to do, Vale?
It's none of your concern. And she begins making her way towards the stairs. She is heading downstairs.
I would like to help Vale down the stairs.
She does her best to kind of push you away. There's a banister there. She's not totally incapable.
Sorry.
Yeah, she soundly wants to reject the help as much as she can. But
Mudpack,
there's only so much that she can do to actually do that.
James, we didn't want to tell her quite yet.
Why?
Doesn't
everyone deserve the truth?
And Catherine deserves a chance too. You haven't heard her side yet.
And I don't think that Vale is going to act very nicely towards her.
And down the stairs. Mudpack's going down the stairs.
Denver's going to follow.
All right.
Yes. Rushing to get to Catherine first.
Just push past Vale. Fuck you.
I don't care. Like, dodging around Vale.
No, I know. I just love that.
Using my gnomish nimbleness.
Gnomish nimbleness. I love it.
How dexterous am I? I'm a little dexy. I can do it. I'm a little dexy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very difficult to outpace Vale at this point.
An old lady who's dying.
But you do make it to the kitchen, and Catherine is still there. It doesn't look like she's touched much of her tea.
Your mother's on her way. She knows.
General kind of looked
she knows how you felt, and she knows something came to you, and I'm sorry, I didn't want it to happen this way, but the winds blow how they will. I'd say if you can do anything.
I'm responsible for this, so we'll see what happens.
Fight for yourself if you must.
And by this point, Vale has also made her way to the kitchen.
Yep.
And she looks at her daughter, and then looks at the rest of you, and she says, "Catherine, is what they say true?" And Catherine I suppose it is. Well, then... She's leaning on the counter a little bit. She says, "You have done what it is I asked you. You have completed your mission."
I'm on my own mission at this point to make sure the rest of this situation doesn't end unnecessarily terrible. Looking back and forth between something really
there's
nothing to do with.
quite a bit of tension, and Vale says, "What happens at this point is between my daughter and I. I would ask you please to leave."
Oh yeah, I'll look at the other two.
I'm gonna go.
We'll be at the inn, Mudpack says to Catherine.
And before we leave, I say to Vale, I hope to see you on the other side one day. And I will walk out.
All three of you, go ahead and make a perception check.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
+1. Okay.
Yes.
I will say that the DC for this, let's see what that looks like.
I have a natural 1, so okay. I don't see shit.
Yeah, you're just heading out. The DC for this is 17.
19.
Got a 16. Dang it.
Okay. Denra, you are heading out.
Yeah.
Mudpack, you see that Vael has reached for the large glass pendant that she's been wearing. And actually takes the pendant off of her necklace. That's what you see.
What is that? Said it in the accent so it was out loud.
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh no. Oh no.
12.
She says, My own business is what it is.
Is it going to help or hurt your daughter and you?
It is going to resolve.
Is it going to hurt anyone?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Can I make an intimidation check?
Yeah,
and I'm going to grip my quarterstaff extra tight. I'm gripping it.
All right.
Mudpack.
Staff of wood. We're all getting angry this episode.
Well, it's a 7.
You try and grip it, and you hurt your hand.
Like me all the time.
Yeah. It's not that you aren't intimidating. It's just that this woman is very difficult to best in these ways.
Yeah.
She says, my business, my life, and how it finishes are my own to deal with.
As long as you're not finishing her life.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh. Just gotta make sure.
Wampus, catty wampus. Ooh, yay. Okay. I know this. 23.
Nice.
The look that crosses her face does nothing to assuage your suspicions.
Ooh.
I want to say something.
But you are already gone.
Yeah, we're
James,
both
you are
gone.
with that one. You are out, already outside.
Whistling to myself.
Yep, did a good job.
Mudpack looks around. There's no one around him.
Your 2 guards, your bodyguards are gone.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Where's Mudpack? Huh.
Shit.
Folks, come back. Guild!
Assemble!
Caca!
Vael says, your work here is done, and I need you to leave.
Mudpack, what's going on?
Yeah,
okay.
What's happening?
Mudpack's gonna back out. Catherine, don't forget what I told you.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Mudpack.
Oh my goodness.
I'll say that because of your previous success, you can make that an advantage.
Nice.
On persuasion, advantage. Ooh, 16.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Backing out. And as soon as the door closed, Mudpack's gonna turn and like take them a few steps down the hall and low talk.
So you were being ushered all the way out the door, just like out the front door, all the way down the hallway and out.
By who? Paul. Sorry. Okay,
I mean,
fine. I get it. I get it. We're out. We're out the door.
You can
we're out the
insist
door.
on staying, but that is the directive that you've been told.
All right, we're out the door.
What is it? What's wrong?
What happened, Mudpack?
I'm not convinced that Vale isn't going to do something to harm Catherine. And that is what I wanted to prevent, more than anything. After hearing the treatment.
Mudpack.
And the accidental nature by which the curse was made in the first place.
It's true, it's not her fault.
Is hating someone so much that you...
Hating someone who she didn't hate her. That's the thing. She didn't hate her.
It's true, she didn't.
She felt completely abandoned.
Yeah.
So, okay, tell me how the curse happened. The being just came to her.
Yes.
The being just came to her. We relate what she said. The being just came to her and...
Yes.
And just the being just did it?
She had to pay
a
price of a lot of gold, which is not uncommon with these kinds of things.
So you're saying Catherine listened or felt so bad that a being of the universe came to her, asked her what she wanted to do to her own mother, and to kill her slowly and for sure. And she put down money to do it.
I'm not saying...
no accident. If you put money down because you hate someone so much...
The demon asked her what she would be willing to trade. It's not the same thing as giving a price. I understand, James. I suppose I'm trying to understand, but I just feel it's wrong. I just feel it's wrong, and I'm uncomfortable leaving her there. That's all I'll say.
Well, now that you mentioned it, I am too.
How long are you intending to stay?
Outside the door or just in town?
Outside, like right near the house.
Can Mudpack make a perception check before we leave?
And just to double check, maybe...
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Maybe you could turn into something small and get in there and see what they're doing. Just keep an eye on, and we'll be nearby in case anything gets ugly. Just a thought.
Do you want to cast Beast Sense so you know what's going on?
It's also a really good idea. Thank you. That'll take us 10 minutes though. That's the problem.
I have divine sense. If what you're saying is true, I could see maybe what kind of she answered.
If it's nearby, I don't usually think that they stick around. But I don't know. This is really complicated, and I'm honestly.
Oh, can I do a check to see what kind of being this would be?
From the description.
I don't think you have enough information to really make a strong inference.
Fair enough.
But I will ask again.
Yeah.
How long are you wanting to stay? It's totally up to you.
Vale's allowed to have a reaction to the people that hurt her.
That's a very good point.
She's allowed to react in whatever way she may seem fit. Because someone that she loves so much betrayed her.
That's not what we heard. That's not what we heard. We didn't hear that she loved her so much. We did not hear that Vale loved Catherine so much.
Or any of her children.
We heard that she sees her as an asset.
And her other children as ass hats. Sorry.
She's taking care of her, yes, as a mother for a child should do. That is the way of things.
So, what did what did she get left in the will? A house?
She
a
got left.
multi-million-dollar house?
James, you're not taking into account what Catherine wants. The only reason she has been staying here is to take care of her mother because no one else would, out of a sense of family loyalty. So the only thing she wants is to leave now, and being left the house and being seen as simple and incapable of going out on her own and living her own life.
All three of you, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Thank you.
At 20, fucking finally.
Reception. That is a 3 total.
15.
Okay. Denra, as Mudpack and James are trying to wrestle these complicated questions, you glance back towards the house and you see you're not really going to have time to do much with it, but you do see a flutter of movement, like someone walking by a curtain. And it is, you can see from the outside into the drawing room.
This is where they were?
It's not where they were. You left them in the kitchen. But you do see someone, with a nat 20, you see a figure standing near the fireplace. And you see a flash. And there is an eruption of fire.
Oh, shit.
And the rest of you notice pretty quickly because the windows behind you blow out.
Oh,
what the hell?
And you can see that room is very quickly on fire.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm going in. Wait.
Yeah, Denra's gonna just not even say anything, just gonna rush in.
Yep. Please don't die. Please don't die, James.
And as we get towards any fire, she'll rage to get through it.
Okay. I need. So here's what's going to happen. Are you all three going in?
I'm going in.
Yeah, Denra is. She's ready.
You don't have to. I'm just seeing who's rolling for what.
My back's a little squishy, but yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. I need all three of you to make. We're just gonna say athletics checks. All three.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because I said I was raging already, can I roll advantage?
Sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, just want to see how well you can navigate the next 30 seconds.
That's good.
All right. I got an 11 plus 3, so 14.
Got a 23.
Okay.
16.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Not bad.
Okay.
Damn, I thought I was a letter. But Mudpack has beat me. What?
So you all three burst back into the house, and the fire is spreading pretty quickly. But the drawing room is the first on the left.
Yep.
And you can see that it is just awash in flame. You can see without too much difficulty, Vael was right near the fireplace. And she's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, like dead?
She is
no
absolutely
chance?
dead.
She got blown up.
No!
Yeah.
Can Mudpack run toward the kitchen?
You see also a second body nearer the window.
Yeah.
Not nearly
that one first.
Not nearly as didn't take the full brunt of it, but she is down.
Yeah.
Down.
So, just to confirm, Vael is gone.
Vael is
gone.
dead. Catherine is making death saving throws right now, and you have one action to decide what you're going to do, and you don't have time to think about it.
Daniel's going to pick her up immediately.
Fuck, yo.
Mudpack's grabbing your hand and hang in there, Catherine, casting Healing Word at second level.
That's what I needed to hear.
Yeah, I was like, one of you please, healers.
I hesitated. Yeah. I hesitated.
All right.
I'm just carrying her to get her out.
2d4s.
Yeah. I mean, she only has 4 hit points, so
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had 2 saves.
She's full health. She's full health.
Yeah, she had 2 saves and 2 successes for death saves.
Nice.
I know it seems like a hell of a denouement, but we're coming to it.
I know. It's okay.
It's a good denouement.
You pull Catherine out of the quickly burning house. By the time you get her out the front door, the fire is trailing down the hallway and up the stairs. Whatever happened was incredibly intense. You get Catherine a safe distance away and set her, down gently, and she's coughing and, smudged, and part of her hair is burnt, and but she is alive and she is okay. And as she comes to, she looks at the burning house and she says, she said that nobody got to decide but her. Later on in the day, Simon is there, and Catherine, in fact, goes home with Simon that day.
Can I ask Catherine one more question?
Sure.
Okay.
And Catherine, what did you see on the other side?
Oh, well.
She says, I saw Mother, and she was so angry.
Well, maybe you did love her then. Simon, did you bring the flowers?
I'm sorry. That was good.
By the time Simon gets there, Simon pointedly does not speak to any of you.
Of course.
But does he have the flowers?
He does not. He just takes his sister and goes home. And the house burns
to the ground
completely. There's some rain, enough to where it doesn't spread. Some of the lawn, some of the garden gets burned, but the house is a complete loss. By the afternoon, nothing is left but the chimney and the foundation. And you completed your mission, one way or another. You found out who cast the curse. You successfully gave the client the information. And you even saved someone who you felt deserved another chance. So as you begin making your way back to Takar, your feelings are not settled, but you feel like you have at least set some things on a path where they might get better. And that is where we will end this mission.
I I like to imagine like we see a kind of a slow side cut of Tolarai just in her office, just punk, and just
yes,
a nice big drink of that.
That's the post-credit scene. That's the post-credit scene
at the very end.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if Simon doesn't bring this woman flowers to
she's dead. Oh my God.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm coming for you, Simon. I'm coming for you. We'll see. No, go ahead. We'll put it on Patreon. I'm coming for you, Simon. This is a call out.
Just a quick one shot where you go murder this commoner.
Yeah, just one punch.
All right.
Lethal this time.
Sorry. Thank you so much, players.
Thank
for
you,
that
Paul.
excellent mission.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and
Thanks,
talk
everybody.
to the folks at home. And thank you for watching. Quite a way for it to end. Our players completed the mission. How they feel about it, I'm not sure. But if you are a subscriber to our Patreon, you could check out the podcast where we'll rehash all of this, talk it out, and figure out our real feelings on the subject. The Patreon link is in the description of this video, and that helps us pay for art. It helps, support the show and make it better. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time on the Adventurers Guild.